With the forward leg, spring the foot up towards your crotch, then thrust out. In reverse, avoid lifting the leg, focus on balance and circularity in the bound. For maximum momentum, spring your rear leg across the fixed leg so that the kicking foot's heel and the fixed foot's toe line up vertically just prior to hip thrust. Always bound off the forward leg so that as the knee crosses the torso, the lower leg rises parallel to its thigh. In order to kick more quickly, notice how the arm on the kicking side extends, acting as a lead-in just prior to the bound, then retracts as the hip begins its thrust. When kicking off the forward leg, arc the kicking knee slightly to the outside of your body, about midway through the bound, for greater power. Swinging too wide with a straight leg upsets balance and limits mobility. Therefore, pivot the kicking foot quickly around the knee after the strike. Don't lean back when kicking off the forward leg or the kick will go wild. Shift your weight slightly forward at the point of impact. To build up a whip-like action in the foot's momentum, you must bound the knee across the pivoting leg during the hip's inward rotation. In a forward leg kick, the key to getting the foot into a position parallel to the ground lies in the hip's rotational agility. The most common mistake in moving with this kick is to try and reach out with the kicking heel, which thereby reduces its effectiveness. Off the forward leg, make sure that your hammer blow falls absolutely vertical. At any other angle, stability suffers. To promote better balance when spinning, be sure to pass the kicking foot from a shallow bound close to the fixed leg. Bounding too high, too quickly, will offset your torso backwards. When stepping fast with any spinning kick, try to step into the pivot. During retreat, this becomes much more difficult. Notice carefully the difference in tempo between advancing and retreating. The extra change in the direction of your body's momentum will retard your retreat. When advancing, this kick may be thrown off the rear leg, although very rarely over a full 360 degrees. However, retreating definitely requires the kick to be executed by the forward leg. Kicking off the rear leg is in most cases intrinsically slower than kicking off the forward leg. To advance more quickly, cross your rear leg behind the forward leg, then kick off the forward leg using the rear leg as a pivot. To retreat faster, hop back with the rear leg just as the forward leg lands, then kick with your forward leg. During an advance, be sure to snap your kicking foot back to your hip after striking and before setting it down on the ground. When kicking into a retreat, the striking foot replaces the position of the fixed foot, which in turn hops back for balance. Sidestepping an opponent improves the perceptual efficiency of an advance. The hop-step retreating motion forms an excellent feint if performed in two separate directions. To increase speed, place the heel of your forward foot so it points towards the target when you step. In retreating, first step back with your forward foot before using it to kick. Impact is multiplied both in advancing due to the kicker's added stepping momentum and in retreating due to the opponent's attack momentum. To be accurate with this kick, sight the target just as the forward foot leaves the ground. The torso must twist extensively. Note here once again the cross behind step used in the spinning round kick. The bound, whether during advancing or retreating, should be performed almost vertically and close to the body. While requiring only the forward foot to pivot, a flexible waist will allow one to spin the shoulders around 180 degrees and discern the target. Keeping the kicking leg straight after striking creates a lateral body shift which can be useful in sidestepping an opponent. When first moving with the spinning twist kick, remember, once you're out of balance, the force of the blow will throw your torso in the opposite direction. Try to relax, thereby reducing any extraneous forces on your body as you walk through the motions. Mechanical energy, or the sum of both potential and kinetic energies, can be increased in this kick by raising the leg higher and drawing the hip back faster prior to impact. Should you miss the target with this kick, don't come down heavily on the ground with your heel. Land on your toes and on the ball of your foot. The advantage of the sliding step lies in its ability to shift one's center of gravity uniformly over both greater and lesser distances than the fighting step while maintaining balance. Executed from an L stance, the rear foot's heel glides up to the forward foot's heel, and vice versa in retreating. This type of footwork permits quick, controlled movement in any direction. For greater stability while sliding, keep the knees bent and the torso vertical. In order to compensate for advancing or retreating momentum, always keep your weight slightly over the leg furthest from your direction of motion. Try kicking just as your feet come together for greater speed. Utilizing the momentum of the sliding rear leg, which carries 2/3 of your body weight, the forward foot's bound acceleration is multiplied.